On today's live daily news, an overnight crash takes out traffic lights at a busy intersection. A local teen is arrested for making a terroristic threat, and Texas Rangers are investigating an officer involved in shooting in Coleman County. I'm Matt Cottrell, and this is Live. We will get to the news in just a moment, but first, business in 2024 requires a reliable, fast internet connection, and let me let you in on a little secret. When San Angelo Live launched the extensive live stream video content initiative, we shopped for the fastest, most reliable fiber network in San Angelo and found Conta Networks. We are connected to the internet via Conta's 1 gig up and 1 gig down fiber internet. Conta Networks provides access to a business-oriented network. That means to bring you this live stream, we aren't competing with your kids' downloads of those 3 gig large game downloads for a Nintendo Switch. We require serious internet to broadcast live to 5 major platforms like YouTube and Facebook. If you're in business, you're serious like us, and that means you need a serious internet connection. Call Todd Smith at Conta Networks to get serious about your internet at 325-716-8340. That's Conta Networks, where you can call the Conta guy on his cell phone at no obligation. Quote, Todd Smith, 325-716-8340. A crash Monday night knocked out the traffic signal lights at the intersection of Houston Hart and Glenna Drive. San Angelo police issued a nixle warning drivers that the intersections were being controlled by temporary stop signs while the traffic signals are being repaired. The vehicle that crashed overnight was involved in a police chase Tuesday afternoon. Another crash occurred at the intersection controlled by the stop signs. Read more on those stories at sanangelolive.com. A San Angelo teen has been indicted for a grand jury for making a terroristic threat to a local high school. According to court documents, 17-year-old Evan Moss has been indicted as an adult for taking a handgun to TLCA High School. Moss reportedly admitted to posting images on Snapchat of his father's handgun. As a result, the school was locked down for a short time. Moss was arrested and charged with making a terroristic threat. Read more on sanangelolive.com. Texas Rangers are investigating an officer involved in a shooting in Coleman County over the Christmas holiday. According to the DPS, a suspect brandished a gun several miles north of the city. Responding officers fired their weapons at the scene, striking the suspect. The DPS says the suspect was transported to the hospital with gunshot wounds. Read more on that story as well at sanangelolive.com. Weather-wise, it'll be clear and cool for the last week of 2023. Look for temperatures right around freezing each night and afternoon. Highs near 60 degrees each day and under sunny skies. And stay with us. We have an interview with Linda Grace from Vitalant, followed by sports by Cover One analyst Ryan Chadwick. We'll be right back after this word from the Bass Bunch.
You're in the 23 Ford F-150 XLT. This truck offers so much, like blind spot sensors, accent step bars, and the XLT Appearance Package wheels give it a polished look. And the price is hard to beat at $12,000 in total savings.
Only at Jim Bass Ford.
If you have been injured, call J. Chandler Law.
You want an honest partner who will tell it to you straight. A proven.
The Dallas Cowboys dropped another close contest on the road over the weekend, this time to the Miami Dolphins. Quarterback Dak Prescott led a touchdown drive to take the lead late in the fourth quarter, but the Dallas defense couldn't keep Miami out of field goal range in the end. The Dolphins kicked a field goal as time expired to drop the Cowboys to 10-5 overall in the season, and abysmal 3-5 on the road. Dak Prescott put up impressive numbers overall with 253 yards and 2 touchdowns, but outside the first and fourth quarters, Dallas was anemic on offense for much of the game. Dallas went away from a hot CeeDee Lamb after the initial touchdown drive in the first quarter and really only fed him again in the fourth. Tony Pollard continues to slog for minimal yardage, but the Cowboys have to figure something out on offense to get the elusive running back going throughout the game. Dallas has 2 games remaining on their schedule in 2023 before the playoffs begin. Dallas hosts the Detroit Lions next weekend before they have one final attempt to right the ship on the road against Washington. Head coach Mike McCarthy and Prescott need to figure some things out, or Cowboys fans will spend another offseason with a bad taste in their mouths. And for more sports around the Contra Valley and beyond, be sure to check in every day at sanangelolive.com/news/sports.
So we were on vacation, family vacation, having a good time, and we get the call.
I mean, it was a river. It was a river in our house. That's the big thing, is we kept wondering, how bad is it?
It was devastating. I was like numb. It's like, how are we gonna handle all this? What are we gonna do? And they called Carpet Tech, and they were here within 20 minutes. One of my questions was, yes, it needs to happen, but how does it need to happen for the insurance? That was all handled, and so that was another load off of my shoulders and made me feel like.
And welcome back to the show. Joining me today is Linda Grace with Vitalant, the local blood supply organization here in the Concho Valley in San Angelo. Linda, thanks for coming back and being with us.
Well, it's always my pleasure, and you know, any opportunity that I have to help educate people how important it is to donate blood, and especially now coming out of one holiday, and don't forget we're going into another holiday,
Right.
So we literally have a week-long period where you know, most people are not thinking about donating blood.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, equally on the other side are the people that are in the hospital that need blood, and so that's not a good equation right there.
So supply and demand isn't equaling right now.
No, not at all. Demand is very high.
Okay.
Again, we just came out of Christmas. The demand for blood is very high right now.
Okay.
Supplies are very low, and all blood types are needed right now. And, you know, don't forget, the only place that blood can come from if somebody you know or love is in the hospital and needs blood is from volunteer blood donors that are 16 years old or older.
And we need to fill up Vitalant as much as we can right now.
Absolutely. Replenish that blood supply. And, you know, hey, if you have some teenagers at home this week that are out of school, they only have to be 16 years old, introduce them to life-giving blood donation. That's the way to do it. And you can do it at our donation center, or we're also going to be at some mobile blood drives this week too at Best Buy. We're going to be in the parking lot Thursday and Friday from 1 to, let me look for sure. Thursday and Friday, from 2 to 6.
2 to 6.
And then we're going to be Saturday 11 to 3. And you'll get Chick-fil-A coupons when you go out there to donate. And we also have a national promotion going on right now. If you donate by the 5th of January, you're going to get a long sleeve t-shirt and a $15 donor store gift card. These are all going to be redeemed via email. So you have to make sure you have your email address in our system for that.
So that's at Best Buy this coming Thursday, Friday,
and Saturday. We're going to be at Best Buy. Just look for, you can't miss us. We'll be in the parking lot and can't miss us at all. Or we're at a donation center at 2020 West Beauregard this week as well. So it gives you opportunities to find us and come in and donate blood as well. And also, I know we briefly talked about that, but January is National Blood Donor Month. And this was started in 1970 by President Johnson. And it was designated such so that we could say thank you and honor those individuals who throughout the year come in and donate blood every single day to make sure that blood and its products are available, but also a way to reach out to new donors, and that's vitally important. One of the things we were talking about before we went on air was the fact that when I started with United Blood Services, which is now Vitalant, some 18 years ago, statistics showed that while 60% of the population can donate, only 5% chose to do so or choose to do so. But right now that's dropped to 3% of those that are eligible. So that greatly impacts our ability at Vitalant to make sure that blood and its products are available to save the lives of patients in Shannon and other hospitals as well. So it's that important. that you folks make that decision.
And it's not hard, and it doesn't take a long time to donate whole blood.
No, it's not hard at all. We say to allow an hour. The quickest part of blood donation is the actual donation itself. Takes about 10 minutes.
Right.
But you have to answer questions beforehand about where you've traveled, what kind of medications you take. And then we ask you to wait for 15 minutes afterward to make sure your body has adjusted to the blood donation. You get snacks and water and things like that afterward. But literally takes about an hour. But you know what? Just that hour of your time can mean a lifetime to the person who receives your blood.
It certainly can. And again, it's like anything. If once you do it, it can become a habit, and you can donate whole blood whatever.
Every 56 days, yeah. You can do that. You can literally donate whole blood 6 times in a year. And if we could just, the average right now is about 1.3 times. If we just move that up to every donor donating 2 times a year, we would no longer have these shortages. That would all be taken care of. So I know these are all just numbers. But, if you put a face to all of this, my mother was a stage 4 colon cancer survivor. But before she could begin her battle, she needed 2 pints of blood before she could get on the operating table. And I will forever be grateful to those 2 donors that donated that blood, because my mother just turned 92 in November and is an 18-year stage 4 colon cancer survivor. But it started with those 2 pints of blood. So you never know whose mother's life you're going to save when you donate blood.
And this is a time of year that everybody's traveling to and from and seeing family and going to holiday events. But still, if you have the opportunity, if you can sit down and watch a football game, a playoff game, you've got time to donate blood. Absolutely. It is that important, folks, that you do take the time to come and donate blood. We're going to be at Best Buy this week, in the parking lot, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at our donation center at 2020 West Beauregard. And there'll be other things going on, of course, next week to celebrate National Blood Donor Month as well and say thank you. And they can always find more on Facebook.
Yes, go to our Facebook, Vitalant Facebook site, to our website, vitalant.org. We also have a great app. If you download the Vitalant app, you can get all kinds of information there. You can make an appointment to donate blood as well. We do encourage you to make an appointment so you don't have to wait. So wealth of information out there as well.
And it's always for a good cause. So go by and see the folks over at Vitalant.
Please, yes.
Linda, it's always a pleasure having you.
Thank you, Yantis.
Come back and see us again.
Will do. Thank you.
All right, we'll go back to you guys.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, KOS Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, KOS Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill KOS stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at KOS at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thanks, guys, for watching the only locally owned news show in the Concho Valley. We really appreciate letters to the editor, story ideas, and news tips anytime. Thanks again for making San Angelo Live the #1 news source in the Concho Valley. We'll see you next time.